Boys, today is the day. We're using one of EA Sports' glitches against them, hitting them with the reverse Uno card to upgrade a 93 overall player for free. Now, say family, and welcome back to another Madden 24 video. Hope you watching this one are having a wonderful start to your day. And without further ado, let's get it popping. Let's get it started. Now, what we're going to be focusing on in today's video is a set that I'm sure a lot of you guys remember that was in the game a couple of weeks ago. I'll pop up some photos on the screen right here, but the 90 and 91 overall BND wildcard and divisional player pack sets are what we're finally going to be taking advantage of. Now, let me quickly explain what I'm talking about. If you guys remember this pack right here, the 90 overall BND playoff wildcard fantasy pack, or this one right here, the 91 overall BND playoff wildcard fantasy pack, these packs are now available to be claimed in my eyes. Now, let me explain what I mean. As you guys can see right here, located within this pack are a bunch of 90 overall players. We got Trent McDuffie, we got Jordan Poyer. There's a lot of different players, and the way these cards work is pretty simple. Now, every single card in this pack is available to be upgraded to a 93, but depending on how well the team did, that's going to determine how much training it costs to boost the card. So Trent McDuffie right here, we know that the Chiefs are playing in the Super Bowl, so this card would cost 0 training to upgrade from a 90 to a 93. That's pretty insane. But if we wanted a card like Jordan Poyer, we wanted a card like Blake Cashman, it's going to cost you about 15,000 training to upgrade the card from a 90 to a 93. Now boys, here's where in my opinion the kind of glitch and the megamind thinking comes into play. It's something we talked about on the channel, but I told you guys to go through here and hold on to these packs. As you guys can see, I've got the 90 right here. I've got this pack, which is very, very similar, except it's also going to contain some 91 overall players. One of the 91 overall players is in the 49ers, and again, we know the 49ers are playing in the Super Bowl. So now it's time to go through here and reap our rewards for holding on to this pack. We know what teams are playing in the Super Bowl, so I'm going to go through and make some selections on this pack that kind of mimic that. To buy Madden 24 coins for the cheapest price on the internet, check out MMOEXP by clicking the link in the description and use promo code SWIFT at checkout for 5% off. Now, before we make our selections, let's take a look at some stats right here so we can kind of see what players are the best to pick, because even though some of the cards can't get upgraded for free, they could be worth it because they might have glitchy stats. I know some of the cards had really good stats off the bat, but let's start right here with the right tackle. Now, this Colton McKivitz card, in my opinion, is one of the players you're going to want to select if you have him as an option. A 93 overall right tackle who you can upgrade for 9 training points. Literally 9 training points to boost this man from a 91 to a 93. That's basically free. The stats on the card are solid. As you can see, 90 plus on basically every single pass block and run block stat. That's awesome. And honestly, just having a free 93 overall right tackle feels like a good decision to make in this game. I would say this is a card you probably want to consider. Now, next up, there's also some other interesting options right here. We got a Jordan Fuller card. This is one that I had a lot of hope for. I am not going to lie to you. This card started with 92 speed as a 90 overall. As a 93, he literally still has 92 speed. Kind of disappointing. I was hoping EA would boost that. If you pick this card, it costs you 18,000 training to boost him up to a 93. Is that worth it for a 92 speed player? You know the answer to that. I don't even think I need to say it. It ain't, boy. Now, next up, we got Cedric Tillman. Again, same situation. This card actually started as a 93 speed player when he was a 90 overall. And you guessed it, at a 93 with a +3 upgrade. No, they said they're not upgrading the speed. They said they're keeping it at 93, which is really disappointing. I was thinking this card would easily get up to 95 speed, like easily get up to 95. They didn't boost him. If you want Cedric Tillman and you want these stats, again, 18K training. Now, another player that I think is a very, very interesting option right here is going to be Tristan Wirfs. So we already got our right tackle in the future. Do you want to get your left tackle as well? This card is really good. 90 plus is at basically every single stat, except unlike the other player I showed you, it costs you 16K to boost this card from a 90 to a 91. That's not terrible. Again, MuchGG is going to estimate that's about like 60K in coin value, so not horrible. Then finally, I would say the other option to consider is Trent McDuffie right here. This Trent McDuffie card is super, super solid, dog. Like if you have this Trent McDuffie as an option and you saved your packs and maybe you're not even newer to the game, but you just don't have like a god squad, this is a card to pick. 94 speed, 95 acceleration, 96 man, 91 zone, and again, 11 training to boost this man from a 90 to a 93. This is how we're taking advantage of EA Sports' glitch, boys, because we didn't go through and make our picks already. We held on to the pack, so now we know, okay, Trent McDuffie, I can upgrade for free. Okay, Colton McKivitz, I can upgrade for free. So now it's decision time. What players should you guys be picking? I think for me personally, the #1 card that you absolutely want to take is going to be the right tackle. Like realistically, if you have this pack right here, here, the BND Divisional Playoff Fantasy Pack, which again, I told you guys to complete this when the pack was in the store, so I hope a lot of you guys have it and held on to it. Colton McKivitz is the absolute move. Like, getting a 93 overall right tackle who you basically are picking up for like what, maybe 50,000 coins is all it took to really complete this set is absolutely worth it. He's 6'6", and again, it's almost no training required to boost this man to a 93. So worth it in my personal opinion. Absolutely gonna want to do it. Stats are really solid too. We just got a right tackle who is top end in this game. Like, realistically, sure, could I buy a card better than this? Yeah, but it's gonna cost me an arm and a leg for a right tackle. Nah, that ain't worth it. Now, next up, probably the more difficult decision for a lot of people watching this video is the 90 overall selection, because there's kind of a couple options to consider, and there's definitely some good options in here. I would say probably the ones most people are going to be considering between are either offensive line, because again, offensive line is a position where you don't want to spend too many coins on, so Tristan Wirfs right here is solid. There's obviously also going to be the Lester Cotton Sr., who's pretty solid, and then there's also going to be the Trent McDuffie, who just had really nice stats, bro. And I'm not going to lie, after taking a look at the stats on Trent McDuffie, I don't know that I can pass it up, man. I don't know that I can pass up Trent McDuffie. The card is really good. I'm thinking he's probably going to be like a slot defender for me, so I can man him up. I can really do a lot of different things with this player. It feels like he would really have a lot of versatility on my team. So I think for me personally, I'm going to say Trent McDuffie and Colton McKivitz. Those are the moves. Those are good players though. And again, with this card, we're putting in what, 11 training points to upgrade him. He's going to get 94 speed, so really fast. And honestly, he's got great acceleration. He's 5'11", so as a slot corner, again, that's not the worst. It could be a little bit better, but it's not the worst by any means. And yeah, man, I'm a big fan of this card. He's absolutely going to be slotting into my defense on basically like an every down rule for me, so that's awesome. Now again, if you have this pack, it is absolutely time to open it. Now the second thing to mention is also going to be our free 94 overall playoff player pack. With this pack right here, I was considering going through and holding on to this because I was like, okay, are we getting one more release of playoffs? For some reason I thought we might, but it's been confirmed that we're not, because on the content schedule right here, as you guys can see, there is nothing else related to playoffs. So we're going to go through and make our selection from this pack. Again, if you haven't watched my video from a couple days ago on how to get this, you haven't watched my video on the best players to pick, all that stuff is on the channel. Would recommend you check it out. But in terms of my pick right here, I think you guys know who I'm going with. We talked about it before. It might be one that you guys aren't expecting, but for me personally, I gotta go with probably my favorite option in this pack. He hasn't popped up yet. There he is, Malik Hooker 94. Now, I just absolutely love the stats on this card. I love the abilities this card gets. I really like everything to do with this player, and just like that in this video, we saved some of this free content, but today is the day you want to go through and claim it. And again, if you guys are curious, maybe you've got one of the older players, like I got a Liam McNeil right here, which might have been a mistake to go through and pick this player up early, but with this card, if I wanted to boost him, it's going to cost me 12,000 trading. Do I want to spend 12k trading on this player? I'm not sure that that's super worth it, but I will say with those free cards you're picking up, like the right tackle, yeah, count me in. I'm going to pick up Colton McKivitz. I'm going to make this upgrade to the team, get a boost of overall. I'm going to get a boost of stats. This man's now a 94. And then again, same thing with the cornerback group. We're picking up Trent McDuffie. Hell freaking yeah, 94 overall right here. Really good stats. 94 speed, 95 acceleration. He's going up to 96 man and 95 zone. Like, what? This is a very good card. So if you guys have been saving those packs, today is the day to open them up. Today is the day to claim those. Malik Hooker also going to get upgraded to the team, and just like that, he's a 95 and we're a 93 overall. So yeah, boys, that is going to do it for me. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you want to watch the MCS stream tonight and start picking up tokens, that stream is at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. I know a lot of people are going to be asking me questions about that. Let's open up a pro playmaker pack before we go with the end of the video. Honestly, feel like my pack luck's been really bad recently. This could be a good card though. This could be a solid one. 84 overall carry hider for the weekly wildcard promo. Was hoping we'd get something a little bit better. The animation though is sick. I would love it if they actually had the cards look more like cards in this game. I know that's a big thing Gutfox always talks about. I feel like whenever I watch a Gutfox video, I always hear him say something like that. 88 Tank Dell though, pro playmaker pack, giving us some solid pulls. This 88 might sell for a little bit of coins because it's actually required to get one of the players. Yeah, it's actually not bad. 33k. I thought this card would be expensive because honestly, with these mix up Monday cards, you need these 88s, and the only way you can get them is from packs. So that's a pretty good pull right there. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Claim and upgrade your 2 free 93 overalls. And until next time, boys, have a wonderful day. I'm out. Love y'all. Peace.